that.
Little do you know, man. Northern Kingdom, man, like I was saying earlier, they took care of them, man. The so-called white man killed them off because they were too nice. They were too nice, man. Okay? They had to kill them because of all the gold and the riches and everything that they had. They taught them how to be civil, taught them how to feed themselves, man. Taught them how to clothe themselves. The white man, so-called white man, when he got off them ships, Columbus, whoever the hell you call it, their asses was done for. They were diseased, they were filthy, their flesh was rotten, they were dying. Jake took them in, man. Jake took them in and showed them how to grow crops, showed them how to grow food and to take care of themselves, man. And what did they do? They killed them off, gave them blankets with smallpox, brought that funky ass pig over here, swine, man, and introduced it to the Americans. The pig ain't native to America, man. It's not. That's some fucked up bullshit that the so-called white man brought over here, man. Y'all still want to worship this motherfucker, worship the image, worship the beast, man. It's all good. Y'all gonna get your issue, man. Lead it. What you got? You got something?
Yeah, it just goes back, going into worshiping of idols and all that.
Let's go.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 8.
Let's go.
But that which is made with hands is cursed as well.
That's right, man. That which is made with hands is cursed as well, man. Not only these little idols that you have in your house, these candles of Saint Martin, of Saint whoever, Jesus, the cross, the Christos, all of that bullshit, it's all cursed. Even the church, that building that you have that is made with hands is an abomination to the Most High power, man. Scriptures tell you, if somebody can hold Acts chapter 7, I think it's the 48th verse, tells you, man, that the Most High doesn't dwell in a place built with hands, made with hands, man. You know, how plain is that? Go ahead, up.
As well, it, as he that made it, he, because he made it, and it, because being corruptible, it was called God. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto Yahweh.
That's right, man. The one who made it and the image of what it is both hateful unto Yahweh. Because it's all an abomination, man. It's all a lie. It's a lie. What the hell? If you sit there and you make a Lego block, a Lego statue of yourself or whatever the hell it may be, it can't do nothing for itself. It can't move. It can't breathe. It can't talk. It can't save you in the day of your calamity. But yeah, you gonna worship something like that? That's what the so-called white man did. He made himself out of a god, out of an image, man, and told you to worship. And not only that, he beat the shit out of you and told you to teach it to your children and your children's children, man.
If I could just say this, you'll have Issachar, like what he said. Let's bring out the example with Legos. Let's say you have Issachar, you got a block of Legos all built up, right? And then he drops in a pile of mud, and then he sees the image of Cesare Borgia on it. You know, he'll worship that piece of Lego.
He will, man. He'll do that shit,
Put it
man.
in the glass case.
Exactly.
Got millions and millions of Mexicans walking up to it. No, not walking up to it. They'll get about 500 feet from it and crawl over there.
Yeah,
Like
man.
Breaking Bad. That short, they crawl on their belly 500 feet just to worship something that got nothing to do with anything.
Right.
And I was dating a Vanessa chick, man. This bitch had a shrine in her fucking room, bro. Had to get the fuck up out the house, bro. Little shrine, little mirror, what they call them beads and shit.
Rosary.
Beads. Oh, it was a smart, bro. I was like, this bitch is crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's gonna get me. Boy, I feel like I was in. Man, I had to get the fuck up out of there, bro.
No, they know
That
it's
trial's
a-
crazy than a motherfucker, man.
It's a Satanist spirit that's on them, man. A
Fuck
fucking
that.
demon. And so-called Iscariot or whatever, the Mexican walk up to you and try to hit you with that whole little, man, if you don't get your ass away from me with that shit, you trying to put a curse on me, man.
That's right.
The Most High ain't with none of that, man. And y'all know that. That's the whole reason that we've been serving captivity to this day, because y'all want to worship other gods, man. Go ahead, brother.
The scriptures say, Jeremiah 10 talks about learn not the way of the heathen. And that's what you people did. Salaki, I didn't.
Con. That's exactly what they did. And if you think about everything that they do here in so-called America, that we call Babylon, think of all the damn holidays that they worship, man. The number one that they do is that damn Christmas, man. It can be raining, it can be snow, it can be cold as shit outside. So-called northern tribes will be out there in that shit.
Can I get it for you?
Con. Up for sure. Go ahead, bring out what you got.
This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 19.
Let's go.
The workman melted the graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold and cast his silver chains. He that is impoverished, that he hath no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot.
He chooseth a tree that will not rot. How many people do y'all know that go and they get these Christmas trees, so-called Christmas trees, that are fake? Okay? They don't rot, they don't trade, they don't change color, they don't do nothing. But ultimately that goes back to the ancient world, because those pine trees, those evergreens, their leaves, they don't change color, they don't rot. And so what they do, they get them and a workman gets them and they fasten them down with silver chains, just like the brother was going into, and then they hold them and they fasten them in their homes. Is that not the same that they do to this day? Is that not what you have in your house? Your so-called woman or your mom or whoever will bring that into your household and have you looking at that motherfucker come the 25th of December? Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved.
That shall not be moved. Go ahead.
Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth?
Right.
It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, and stretched out the heavens as a curtain.
Hold on. He that sitteth upon the earth, and the inhabitants as grasshoppers. Who's that talking about, man? That's talking about the Most High, man. The earth is his footstool, man, as it says in Acts, man. That's right. And he told you from the beginning not to do that shit, man. Who did that? The heathen. Jake learned that because they were mingled amongst the heathen, man. And Jake always on some new shit. I want to be on the next big thing, or the newest thing, you know? But Jake can't ever just follow the law, statutes, and commandments and be content, man. You always got to be on something new. Oh, I got the next best thing. Just like Jake on a lower level, I got the new J's. Ain't nobody up on this. I got the new best outfit. I got the new this. I got the new that. Well, I got the new doctrine. That shit will get you killed, man. Utterly destroyed.
That's right.
And the Most High has been telling us that since the ancient world. Go ahead, brother.
Just going back to Wisdom of Solomon, what he was going into. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14, verse 10. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
Punished together with them that made it. Why were we, let me ask anybody that question. Why were we walking around in the wilderness for 40 years, man? Why? Because of the golden calf, not only that, but Jake was being rebellious, man. Jake was being hella rebellious, man. Why did we go into Egypt in the first place? Okay? Why were we sold into captivity under the Babylonian Empire? Why did we go into captivity, period? Because we continue to follow after false idols, man. And Jake still does it to this day. Right. Not only the so-called Northern Kingdom, but the Southern tribes as well, man. Y'all follow right after it. This image is in almost every Negro's house in America, almost. Almost every last one of their grandparents' house. In a church, in everything, man.
They got King James Version Bibles with this dude, like just artwork, you know?
Yeah. And there's so many scriptures that we can pull on this, man. It's just ridiculous.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But people fail to read, man. They want to go off of their own understanding. Scriptures tell you, lean not under your own understanding, man. Who the fuck are you? Go ahead, brother.
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men.
That's right, they become a stumbling block, man. You got somebody that'll tell you that the so-called white man is Yahushua or the Lord's chosen, the Lord's son, man.
Or he's your friend.
Or he's your friend. Tell you some madness like that, man. And that'll become a stumbling block on you, man. Where you get that from? Who taught? Oh, well, my grandparents taught me that. Or, you know, I learned that from... Where did they get it from? Exactly. They didn't get it from the scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
And a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Man, a snare to the feet of the unwise. The unwise, man. You just believe every fucking thing that you hear, man. You don't do no research. You don't do no, you know, no due diligence to find out what really is the truth, man. That's why the Most High has put the spirit on the men of the Lord that are out here doing this work week in and week out, you know, prophesying the downfall of this place in truth and sincerity, man. He put that in our minds to go and search out and seek the truth, man. Every last one of us that are standing back here had the same thing in our mind. Okay, what's the real deal? What is the truth, man? You know? And then the Lord led us right in the way of the scriptures. It's a beautiful thing. Go ahead.
For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
Man, the beginning of spiritual fornication. All the way back to Genesis, man. When Eve went off, talking about biting the forbidden fruit, man. She didn't bite a damn apple, man. That's a philosophy that she did.
God.
She went off. She learned the way of the heathen, man. Okay? And that may be too deep for some people. Go ahead.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Man, the corruption of life, man. What is the corruption of life, man? The transgression of the law, statutes, and the commandments.
God.
Okay? And when you do that, what does that equal? Death. Go ahead, brother.
For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they enter into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
They shall come shortly to an end. And so with that, man, if any other you brothers got anything else?
You mind if I hit just Jeremiah 10, because you talked about the tree. I just want to add a point to that.
Go for it, brother.
I believe it's to add on to what you, yes, it's 10. Jeremiah, you want to read it for me? 10, and we'll start at the top. Because talking about those idols, as everybody knows, Jeremiah 10 talks about the Christmas tree, but it has more edification to it, and the brother touched on some of it as well. You have that evergreen tree that they worship because they felt like in seasons of winter, all the other plants would die, but that evergreen tree would still be alive. So they kind of worshiped. That was one form of worshiping it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
House of Israel, it doesn't say to Israel, comma, Ammon, comma, Moab. It just says Israel. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
All those other nations, these are their ways. So if you're a Moabite, I'm not talking to you. If you're a Moabite with a Christmas tree in your house, it kind of makes sense. It all makes sense. If you're a Hamite with a Christmas tree in your house, it makes sense. If you're an Israelite with a Christmas tree in your house, you marked for death. You need to get yourself together.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
It says, the scripture says, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. And like the brother was talking about, when the winter would come, the heathen, they don't know what to do. They start like they have that winter solstice. They have, I forget what's that 3 days in the winter, which really they try to say that's Jesus' birthday.
Yeah.
But it's really the winter solstice. I forget the exact days. But they were dismayed at the signs of heaven because all life was dying. All life was dying around it. But they don't have no faith. They don't have nothing substantial to believe in.
Yeah.
So what do they have? They believed in that tree because that tree never died. The tree always stayed there.
Yeah.
Summer, tree right there. Spring, tree there. Winter, tree there. They were dismayed at the signs. They would get scared. What are we gonna eat? It's about to get cold. That's why they have those harvest festivals. What are we gonna eat? We scared. We gotta get all this shit together. But not us. We trust in Yahweh Shah all seasons.
That's right.
Every day, all day. That's who we depend on. We're not worried about the seasons changing. We don't look to the stars for all that. We trust in Yahweh Shah, period.
That's right.
We're not worried about no tree. Not worried about none of that stuff. Go ahead, start over on verse 2.
Verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are
We
vain.
don't have to go into that. The brother already touched on it being the tree. But that's beautiful the way the brother talked about that. The heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. The heathens, they're the ones when it starts to get cold, they're the ones in their house scared.
Yep.
They're the ones wondering, well, all the produce is gonna die. What are we gonna do? They're the ones praying to a tree, having a harvest festival with a big ass wicker man that they let on fire, and they sacrifice a person within that wicker man with the hopes that they'll have food to survive through the winter. But we don't have all that bullshit. We got Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
You got it. You can close it up.
Yeah, man. So with that, anybody else got anything? Brother? Okay. That we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to you brothers that are out there pushing this work and doing the work across the 4 planets or the 4 corners of the planet. With that, we're gonna say man up, shalom.
Shalom.